Well, the market got slapped today. A nice trendy day to the downside. I ended up getting caught in that move and then ended up playing a reverse of the move and missed a second entry by a point that would have brought me back to green on the day. So please sit back and enjoy the stream recap. Yo, good morning. Happy Tuesday. End of the month. All right. What was the website you used when news drops? I'm actually about to pull it up right now so we can talk about it. Financial Juice. We got news at 9 o'clock. Consumer confidence. Markets are open. We're opening up inside yesterday's value area. We got value area high at 600, value area low at 510. Right below VWAP. I'm not interested in taking trades right below VWAP like this. I'll wait for a move one way or the other. But right now we're right in the middle of the range. So nothing to be done. Okay, so we closed out a very, very tight doji. 50-point opening range, basically to the tick. Opened and closed right around the same area. This is looking kind of good for the longs. What was that level at? What number? Like 33, 32. We're sitting at the overnight support. Yes. This line. That's what I just drew. I'm long one. Getting heavy though. Quick 10 points to the downside. Sitting at magical 20s. ES still teching to the downside as well. Got 50 seconds left. Now down 20 points. As we push into yesterday's value area low. I'm adding value area low. It's not ideal to me to have to get in two contracts back to back like that, but I want to trade value area low, so I'm going to trade it. Not ideal that it's in the same 5-minute period, and honestly, that's like a minute apart, but it's fine with me. I want to trade the level. I didn't even see us wick up into the green. Must have happened pretty quick. ES, not much either way. Little block at 25. It's pretty small. New lows on the NAS, sitting at 500. Quick sweep through it. Another new low. Delta still just kind of getting manhandled to the downside here. ES ticking new lows. We're getting these like little micro pop-ups, but it's nothing crazy. Down $1,000 right now. As we rotate into the 80s, down almost 40 points. After the ad, blue line algo ad, which was like perfectly rejected. All right, sitting at 80. Trying to defend 80, trying to get some buyers through here, but doesn't seem super strong yet. I do want to see how this candle closes out though, 100%. Love to get out of one, point of control, and try and let one run. That's obviously very aggressive. But we'll see how it plays out. I mean, really nice push here off the magical 80s. Right into blue line algo, rejecting it so far at 19, basically 20. That's what I was saying. I really want to see this thing. I want to wait and see how it closes. I say that pretty often. It's really just for moves like this, honestly. Like, I want to see like what's happening. Like, do I want to close it at 80? Bottom of the range? Not necessarily. Those good buyers there. Need to see a little bit more. Rejecting 20 so far. Needs to push through here. It's a new 5-minute candle. Closed pretty good. All things considered. So as of right now, just bouncing off support. We cracked through first support, which was my first entry. I got long at value area low from yesterday, and we ended up bouncing off the overnight support. That's the whole gist as of right now. With a pretty decent 40-point buy up. There's 500. Kind of a big slap. Full retrace. Kind of dirty. Was it yesterday that we saw that also? You get like a really nice buy up, closes pretty strong, and then gets the full retrace with the plow through. Was that yesterday or earlier this week? Or earlier last week? Double bottom on the ES. Should slap through that, I would think. Or not. Or they bounce it out of it. Back above that volume at 510 right now. Trying to flip green again. It's two like kind of rowdy candles. I want to see this break the prior high at 19.5. There it goes. Broke the prior high. Buyers stepping up, looking decent. Getting the quick rejection. Broke above prior high, come back down, test volume at 08, 10 range. Want to see a close above the prior high for the continued move. Having a hard time doing that. We still have that double bottom on the ES2, which is a little spooky to me. Hanging out at 500, trying to get back below it potentially. It's like the exact same price action. Melt, melt, melt. There's the ES running through the double bottom. So now we got 04 kind of being resistance here. With the ES having 29.5 being that same level. Rolling over, not looking good. New lows on the NAS. There we go. Trying to get... You want to just see it crack this prior low. I don't care about these numbers on the right. I care about just like the prior highs and prior lows. Personally. Obviously you do you. You look at it how you want. But that's how I use this. Is just looking at the prior highs and prior lows. To determine how much more strength or weakness we have. Got 1 minute till news comes out. If we sweep this into the open, that's fine. I'm gonna take that to the chin. But I have my stops in just so I can keep this trade open into the news. Mostly because I like where we're at price wise. Delta's a little heavy short term. Overall, still staying up. ES got that point of control volume down below as well. Okay, we're out. Quick stop out. And basically to the tick as of right now. Take those off. Locked in $2,300 to the losing side there. I think it's going to potentially take a nice little move to the upside. So we had like $400 P&L high there. Locked in 23 to the downside. Not ideal. See if ES makes a new low. Nas just made a new low. That's good. Yeah, I took that East short at 15.24. Got out at 15.17. $482. That was the one that was right at the end of the stream there. Yesterday. My thing is with crypto, I don't know why. It is so easy for me to hit it really, really hard. It's easy for me to hit it really hard, and it's really easy for me to walk away for some reason. And I think that's what makes it so lucrative, because I don't feel forced to trade it all the time, and I feel like it's not as real, which is a terrible way to think about things, but it's also very true. There's a lot of volume down here. I'm getting long here. I like the 300 bounce. I like all this volume. Keep it tight, obviously. It's down 1.5% on the day. Since the open high to the current spot, we're down 280 points. Wow, that was a fast 20 points on the ES. I didn't even realize. From the 4K break, that's pretty crazy. Down 35 points. Back into the 80s. Want to see 66 trade. Based on the daily level here. And then other than that, if I have to kill this trade, then I am done for the day. Kind of wish that would have filled. And by kind of, I mean I wish that would have filled. Just needed literally the smallest of pushes for that. All right, we just tested volume at 50. This is where I originally had my order. I took it off because I want to try and let it play out a little bit. I'm liking the upside movement. I really wanted that second contract, man. I missed it by a point. Not to go too deep down the shoulda, coulda, woulda path. However, that would have brought our average price up to 83 or so. In the 80s. And we'd be up into the 60s. That's 160 points. We would be green on the day. That's all good. Missed it. That's my fault for not marketing in. Now, I do want to be pretty careful here. Because we are at that level. I think we rotate into the 80s, but... you know, need to be careful. This is looking a little rolly here. Taking that off. We'll get back in lower if we need to. We got 10 points out of that. I think we ran up to like 800. I thought we were going to continue pushing into the 80s. Didn't happen. That's fine. ES is kind of freaking me out too. We're getting that little delta divergence on the 5-minute. Probably for the best. Yeah, I'm going to take that 10 points. I mean, $200 is $200. I'm not going to complain about that. And I want to see kind of how this afternoon develops. I'll probably be around in the Discord chat.